Good morning. Today is December 14th, 2020. Today's reading or daily message is going to be more about or focused on more about why something didn't work out, why a setback was put into place, why something was removed from your life. Today's energies talk about having the time to reflect back on something in the past. Now, a lot of you are dealing with things in the manner of the Four of Cups. So we know with the Four of Cups, we know with this card, this is talking about trying to figure out something, trying to answer the questions today, all signs. This is for all signs. Trying to answer the question today of why something did not work out. Why someone was removed from your life. Or why, in fact, you were taken out of someone's life. Maybe you were taken out of a job. Maybe you were forced to move. Maybe you were evicted. Maybe you had a breakup. Maybe you got divorced. But whatever the situation is for you specifically, you kind of have to look at it in another way, because with this card, something's going to become very clear. And it also feels like a lot of you may have felt you were in chains, you were in bondage, you were trapped, you were stuck in a certain situation. Now, here's the funny part. Even though you knew things weren't in your favor or things weren't really for your best good, you still are questioning, why are they gone? Why didn't it work out? Why am I alone? And you're actually allowing your mind to take over a situation with your thoughts. And you're trying to make them very clear. And even trying to make something feel kind of allowing you to be kind of confident in a certain situation. Why are you asking to repeat something that wasn't for your best good? Why are some of you stuck in envy of someone else that may even be with your ex-partner? Why do you feel that they have it good? Do you think that they're going to treat that person any better than they treated you? Do you think they're going to be honest and faithful to them if they were not with you? For some of you, as I said, with the Four of Cups, you're allowing yourself not to even see the offer that's being made to you, the help that's being put in front of you, the opportunities to be able to ask somebody to help you out with the situation. The next card for today is the Ace of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords, well, this is you still focusing on one thing right now. There's one thing that you're finding to be very important. You're finding it to be very much needed, or you're putting it in a place of priority. But ask yourself the question, does it matter? Because the important thing here is wondering whether or not this is going to help you. Is it going to help you to achieve in any goals that you were looking for? Is it going to allow you, I keep hearing, is going to allow you to rejoice? Is it going to help you to motivate yourself? Is it a false motive, or is it a true motive? For some of you, I keep saying you have to ask yourself, does it matter? Does it matter? For some of you, there's one thing, again, that you are trying to reach today. There's one goal. There's one level of communication. There's a relationship. There's a person that you're wanting to communicate with. You're wanting to get something done and over with. You're wanting to resolve an issue, but you want that issue to be resolved in your favor. You want it to go the way you want it to go. But the question is, What way is that? Which way is that? Are you going to continue to allow this person to treat you in a way that is not going to serve you or benefit you? For some of you, you're going to find yourself as the Nine of Cups, and you're going to find yourself trying to put something behind you. You're going to try to see if you can meditate yourself or do meditation to pull yourself through a certain situation. It's kind of trying to have a deliverance from it. But some of you at the same time may be praying for somebody to return. For some of you, you need to find the strength and courage in order to exalt this or remove this from your mindset, even from your heart. Some of you convinced yourself to believe that this is what was for you. But at the same time, a lot of you are praying, again, to not walk away or to not move forward or to not to grow, but you're actually wanting to go back to something. You want to redo. And that's what I keep hearing, a redo. Today is a lot of energy for all signs about wanting to redo something. Now, on another hand, there are some of you today that your energy may not be about that, because I am dealing with a lot of people watching this. For some of you, I feel like you're waiting for what's coming. Some of you already have a well-known sense of feeling. Some of you are trusting your gut and your intuition. Some of you know about December 21st, perhaps even into the 22nd. But some of you already know about the changes that are about to take place. Some of you already know the warning shots that are being fired now. Some of you are already paying attention to what's going on in this universe, things that are going to be extremely different than they've been in a long, long time. For some of you, you may have fear. For some of you, your anxiety may be peaking. For some of you, you may feel as if you need to be defensive or protect yourself in a situation. For some of you, it's like a countdown, and you are counting literally each day. Hell, some of you are opening up doors of chocolates and taking a chocolate for each day. A lot of the kids here do that. And as they count down to Christmas, they're taking out the piece of chocolate every day, which helps them to count down and to get closer to Christmas. And at the same time, they get a piece of chocolate, right? For some of you, you're definitely worried that you had to turn your back on a situation, or maybe for some of you, somebody turned their back on you in a situation. And today, it's kind of like your weekend was like overwhelmed, or your weekend was quite busy. You had one thing after another to handle in order to get to today or to be ready for today. Some of you, there is a situation that you want to turn around, you want to look back on, but you're afraid to. Some of you are literally afraid to look back on a situation because you know how hard it was to get yourself out of it in the first place. For some of you, things right now could all feel like they're up in the air. No decisions are made. I don't know what's going to happen. You're worried about making plans for the rest of the year, making plans for the new year. A lot of you feel like, how is everything going to make sense? You're questioning. How is it all going to work out? How are these things that are so messed up right now going to fall in place within just a couple weeks? For some of you, you are lifting it up to your higher power and giving it to Source or God. A lot of you are allowing God to take the steering wheel now at this time to help you to trust in your faith and believe that things will work out for your highest good. If you are doing that, you're pretty much going to be okay. If you are trying to handle this stuff yourself and you're allowing yourself to get overwhelmed, you don't know what level it's going to take you to. You don't know where it's going to take you to. And you're always going to be left with having to make a choice or decision between two. Some of you may be dealing with a partner who you're waiting to make this choice or decision between two. Some of you may be trying to choose between two jobs. Do I stay where I'm at now, or do I try to better myself? Do I stay with the person I'm with now, or do I go back to someone else? Do I settle for where I'm at, or do I allow myself to choose me and move forward? That is definitely going to take strength on your part. You're not going to be able to complete anything without having the strength and the patience and the faith in order to move forward. For some of you, I get that you've taken some time out, maybe not by choice, but you may have been forced in a position to have to sit back, to wait, to try to be patient. And for a lot of you, it's very, very difficult to be patient in the situation. You're wanting something so badly. You're wanting it to finally come to fruition. You're tired of waiting. You have been overwhelmed with being put on hold. You don't like when somebody else is controlling the situation. It's actually making you crazy, and you just want everything to go back to the way it was. But do you really want it back to the way it was? You know that you have other options out there, but you are still choosing this one person who can sit here very strongly, adamantly, this person who can dictate the way they want things. Did you forget about your dreams and what you wanted? Did you know that the universe is listening to help to make your dreams come true? For a lot of you, you're wondering why somebody is not coming towards you, calling you, texting you. They are thinking about it. They just have not made a move yet. For some of you, your partner is dealing with finances or struggles and decisions that they really need to take priority in. For some of you, your partner may be trying to make a decision between you and somebody else. It's kind of like the flip of the coin. Be very careful in the matters. If you are waking up between, I'm going to say between 2 and 4 a.m., anywhere between 2 and 4 a.m., somebody is hanging around you. Somebody is watching you. Somebody is paying attention to what you do. Now, this doesn't have to be a lover. It doesn't have to be anybody bad. It doesn't have to be a burglar. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could be even a family member waiting to see what you're going to do next. A family member just waiting, even something as simple as, wow, maybe she's going to decorate her home. Maybe he's going to decorate his home. Maybe she's going to do something outside. Maybe she's going to change the way the landscaping looks. Maybe she's deciding to put lights in out front, solar lights down the pathway. But there's something that you're deciding to do, and maybe a family member is just waiting to watch to see what ideas you come up with. I feel like there is going to be a very good balance coming up for you today, and there is going to be lessons to learn as well. So be sure to learn the lesson completely. Don't quit before it's over, so that you can, in fact, move on to the next lesson. That is the whole reason of being here. Some of you may be going to deal with somebody who's kept something from you. You may find out what that is today. For some of you, you may be holding something back, emotions or feelings, or not wanting to share that with another person. Some of you don't know how you feel about a particular person. You haven't quite made your mind up yet. Parts of this person can make you upset. Parts of this person can make you happy. And parts of this person just maybe disgust you. So you're trying to figure out why you have all these different emotions for this person. How can you love somebody and hate somebody at the same time? I guess that'll be continued in our next message. But this is today's daily for December 14th, 2020.